Hey guys, so welcome back to Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. Let's carry on where we left off. We've explored Execution D, which was Diana's team voting for C Team, and now we're going to see what happened with C Team during that same time frame. And you know what I love? This OG soundtrack playing in the background. I love this track so much. Just something about the foreboding and the ominous tune of it. Like, I kept it as my ending screen music throughout Virtue's Last Reward, even though it didn't even play in Virtue's Last Reward, which was a shame because this is such a great track. I love it. It just really brings out the sense of mystery, and it's cool that we get to hear it again as we play through Junpei, Akane, and Carlos's team here.
So this is the last room.
And it's great because
we've checked everywhere we could.
Because Sigma and Phi had their own theme as well playing in their sort of cutscenes, right? Map of Ward C stored in file. So
it's just as Zero said, huh?
This is the Rick room.
There's no way to get out. Except by opening the X door.
Looks oddly familiar.
50 minutes left until the vote deadline.
Don't tell me you want to vote.
How can we not? If we refuse, C Team gets 2 votes automatically. We'll die.
Exactly, and we already know they got 1, thanks to my choice.
Hey, do you think this could be part of the experiment?
I think so.
DCOM's whole psychological test.
Oh, a different test.
What? Why?
That masked guy called himself Zero. I have no clue why he's here, but he's for real.
So that means he's actually willing to kill off a whole team?
2 teams, actually. Or the
but
equivalent.
How?
He said that there's an anesthetic in our bracelets,
He
right?
said we can't leave until 6 people are dead.
Sleeping, and then bam!
At the very
Or
least.
Maybe there's a bunch of different ways.
Junpei's lived through a couple of them.
Only there was a way to contact someone on the other teams.
Why would you need to reach them? What, you're planning on begging them not to vote C Team or something?
Well, no, but I thought, why not spread out the votes?
What do you mean?
Remember what Zero said? The group with 2 or more votes will lose.
I get it. Maybe C Team could vote for D Team, D Team for Q Team, and Q Team for C Team. Then all the teams would have 1 vote each.
And that'd make it a 3-way tie. And no one would have to die?
Yep,
How
supposedly.
do we make sure they know to do it?
I suppose I'm going to get a choice on who to vote for as them as well. So technically I can control who votes for who. And we can sort something out, maybe? I'm not sure. I suppose we'll find out shortly.
Hey, Mira!
I mean, couldn't
Eric!
Akane, like, activate
Diana!
the morphogenetic field or something?
Hi! Sigma! Can you hear us?
So we could survive?
It's not working.
Damn it.
Hey, Akane, why don't you try using the morphogenetic field?
See? Junpei and I, we're on the same wavelength. We're using the same morphogenetic field. I
Morphogenetic
think.
field?
Carlos doesn't know about it. Okay. I'm guessing Carlos, Q, Mira, and
Let
Eric.
the game end where I treat
Maybe
2.
they're part of the original
What's this supposed to mean?
experiment
The
to
game
go to
will
Mars.
end, and something about 2 people? I guess the tough part is figuring out treat.
We'll save our theories for when
If
we
it's
get
like
a break
trick
in
or
the
treat,
cutscene.
then maybe it means there's a reward or a gift or something.
But it could also mean treatment, which would imply being cared for.
Either way, it doesn't make sense.
Hey, anyone know what this thing could be?
So we know that's an anagram.
A box.
Oh, they've got a force quit box as
What's
well.
inside of it?
Maybe some kind of white smoke.
Automate Bako?
What?
You've heard of it, Carlos?
Urashima Taro, right? Japanese folklore. Something about jumping through time, I think.
This label says force quit box.
What's that?
Looks like there's a keyboard.
There's probably a password that goes there.
No letters on there, though.
And something ends if you punch it in?
Or symbols.
But what, though?
Maybe the game Zero's making us play.
Wait. You really think Zero'd put something that easy here?
It
Hey,
seems like
we
it
got to
wouldn't
an
even
ending,
have to be
didn't
a
we?
box for that.
By complete accident.
Didn't think it'd work.
Just based on a choice.
Just pressing random buttons isn't going to solve anything.
Yeah, you gotta at least come up with a password. You can't just randomly push things and say, damn, I didn't think that would work.
So, what now?
What can we do?
It's funny, Junpei's
Maybe we
just
should
so
just get
laid
this
back.
voting business over with.
Junpei.
No, we still have some time.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be the leader here.
How the hell did we get into this mess anyway? Do you guys have any ideas?
So we know why Akane, Sigma, and Phi are here. I'm guessing... Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little break. I guess the bad thing, or not the bad thing, but the different thing, because we've got cutscenes now, I can't control the flow of when I want to dictate my thoughts, because it's not like 999 or Virtue's Last Reward where I control the text. We're just playing through cutscenes. And it's funny that I guess at the back of my mind I knew it kind of had like a little Telltale vibe sort of thing, the way the graphics are presented, but I didn't say anything, and I wish I did. So that was a good... thank you for refreshing that in my memory. Okay, so... we know those three, Sigma, Akane, and Phi, why they're here. That came to stop the outbreak of Radical 6. Junpei, interesting, how he managed to catch up with Akane, because we learned in VLR that he was hunting her for decades. He didn't actually catch up to her after she escaped the original events of 999 and Building Q. I don't know if we're in the same building. I think we are, or we're close by anyway, because it's Nevada. So it's interesting how he got here. Carlos, Q, Mira, and Eric, maybe they're part of that Mars mission experiment, but we know that there's an actual other experiment going on with people locked away, and they can't contact us because of the simulation. They're making sure that, you know, they're trying to recreate it as best as they can, so they won't be able to contact us until half an hour before New Year's Day, which is interesting. So, I don't know. I really don't know where to begin right now, because we haven't experienced any puzzles. We haven't explored past this initial part here where we vote for other teams. I guess we'll find out as we go. So let's start with the question: who is Zero? One of them, anyway.
Who is Zero?
Because the other one.
To be accurate, you should probably ask who is the second Zero instead.
See, I swear, Junpei and I,
And
we're
that
using
means
them
there
for
has to have
genetic
been a
fields right
first
now.
one, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
there is.
She's right next to you.
You know him?
Sorta. I brought it up earlier.
Does Santa
Bracelet
count
a
as
lot
well?
like this one
they
has
were
been
both
strapped to
Zero.
my wrist before. It happened last year. Akane and I were trapped somewhere.
Last year, okay.
The person responsible back then was named Zero.
But I don't think that one has anything to do with this one.
It's gotta be connected.
Just, please,
She doesn't want.
believe me.
She doesn't want to take ownership of this one.
She's
But
right.
they must be somewhat connected. Somewhat connected, because they're claiming they're Zero, which is the same as the last Zero that happened, and we've got bracelets on our wrists that will kill us, even though we're not playing a nonary game, so to speak, anymore. So, interesting. What is Zero's purpose?
Why is Zero doing this?
To make us play a game, right? This decision game or whatever.
We know he's not doing it for
With the
shits and
fate of
giggles.
mankind on the line.
Or she.
So it's true.
Do you know something, Akane?
I think if we end up losing this game, we're all going to die. 6 billion people will.
Yep.
So what Sigma said back then up in DCOM was...
At this rate, 6 billion people will die.
Yes, what Sigma said is the truth.
He's lived through it.
Have you ever heard of the term
Dedicated
reverie
his
syndrome?
life.
What
stopping
causes
this.
it is unknown.
Reverie syndrome.
Neither the nerves nor the brain have abnormalities. But somehow, this disease causes you to stop reacting to a variety of stimuli.
Wait, is this supposed to be Radical
I've heard
6?
there are people from all over the world who have become affected by this.
Hey, hold up.
Or is it something else?
How does this and what we were talking about before go together?
Shouldn't you know already?
Huh?
A crisis. Mankind is currently facing what is clearly an unprecedented crisis. Those affected are sensing it's coming.
Is it the same as
Reverie
Radical 6?
syndrome.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, kinda.
So Akane said they stop reacting to a variety of stimuli. What do we know about Radical 6? We know that your brain processes things much faster, so it feels like time slows down, and you have an urge to kill yourself. Reverie syndrome doesn't sound like that, kinda, does it? Like, when I hear the words reverie syndrome, I think like a sense of euphoria, like you feel nice and happy before you die, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just theorizing. What is your relationship? Does one exist?
Akane, Kurashiki. Junpei Tenmyoji. You're both Japanese, right?
Yes?
And you both lived in Japan when you were kids.
And now you're here in
You even
Nevada,
went to the same school. So you're childhood friends.
near
Who
Sin
told
City.
you that?
Sigma.
I was
You
about to
mentioned
say,
it back in DCOM.
how did you know?
We all lived in close quarters in that facility for 5 days.
Okay.
Information spreads fast. So, whose idea was it for you to join?
Huh?
The DCOM experiment. You two signed up together, right?
No, we didn't. We did this on our own.
Wait, you're telling me
You volunteered
you
for
guys
it?
just happened to bump into each other at DCOM?
It wasn't a coincidence. It was inevitable.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Why did you subject yourself to this circus?
This is how the flow of time goes.
I didn't mention it before? Well, I kinda really need a lot of cash. They said they'd give us $500,000 if we joined up.
Wow.
Huh. Color me surprised.
That's no small
Thought a
sum.
hero of justice had no need of money.
A what?
Didn't you say you're a firefighter? A really good one? You faced off against danger and saved a whole bunch of people.
So we're a firefighter?
Sounds like a hero to me.
I just have good instincts. Doesn't seem to matter where I find myself. They're pretty good at telling me which path has death at the end.
Huh. Okay, so I suppose we need to figure out what DCOM actually means. Must stand for something like decommission?
Do you hear something?
Deathcom?
Over there.
Alright, so is this to do with our doggy? There he is.
Gab!
Where did you come from?
A
Looks like
vent.
you made it here using this vent.
Does that mean it's connected to the surface?
I don't think so. A vent to the surface would defeat the purpose of a bomb shelter.
So he came from another ward then.
So where's our hydroponics?
Too dark, I can't see anything.
Or, you know,
But Ward Q is down that direction, right?
something to give us oxygen. So Gab originated
Think
from
you
Ward
can fit
Q.
in there, Akane?
No, there's no way.
Always ask the
Someone
girls
likes
to try and
cake too
fit there.
much.
Oh, I know. Let's cut off Junpei's arm. He should be able to fit through then.
Wow.
Hey, Mira!
Funny. That was dark.
No
I
answer,
mean, now
huh?
we know her true nature, of course.
Hey, Gab. Did they steal you away from DCOM too?
So why is Zero allowing
why the
Gab
dog?
to run around aimlessly?
Maybe they felt bad about leaving him alone
Or not
up there?
aimlessly, but with free
Baloney.
reign.
You really think Zero do us any favors?
Hold on. I think I got an idea that may work. This case, it holds medication, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. It's empty.
Did that bastard Zero take the meds?
So whose
I
medication?
still think this could work. We can use it. Wait a sec.
Go ahead, write the note.
A
On our
beer
coaster?
coaster and a pen.
I found them on the counter of the bar.
Oh, there's something written on it.
Oh, I did that.
Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team.
Oh! You're going to put it in the case and have Gab go through the vent.
Cross your fingers he can get to Q-Team.
You really think it'll be that simple?
So we shouldn't?
Well, I guess we don't have anything to lose. Why don't we give it a shot?
There we go. Venture forth. What was that? Gosh.
What did you throw?
Gab okay? It looks like a
Cheese.
robot.
Picked it up with the coaster. Was over there on the counter.
Why don't we just
Everything's on the
toss in some
counter.
ketchup and pickles too? Maybe next time he comes back, he'll be a hot dog. It was a joke.
Oh, Junpei. I forgot your dad joke sense of humor. It's wonderful.
5 minutes left.
Alright.
Gab's not come back.
No.
Let's
D-Team
just
selfishly
vote,
kicked him.
Carlos. Like I said, if we forfeit,
I know!
Yeah. I mean, you gotta vote. Otherwise, you're just committing suicide.
hey,
that won't do
there's
anyone any favors.
One thing we can do.
What is it?
You remember what you wrote on the Gab letter.
The what?
The gab letter.
The message we sent the furry pigeon to deliver? C team is voting for D team, so D team should vote for Q team and Q team for C team.
Yeah? So what?
So, vote for Q team instead.
What? Junpei,
See?
you can't be suggesting. If we do that, they'll end up with 2 votes and...
Nope.
Q team will be out.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Granted, this whole thing is assuming our initial plan works. The note makes it to D team, and Diana votes the way we want her to. Think about it for a second. 6 people have to die or we're never getting out of this bomb shelter.
Wow.
Those are the rules of the decision game according to Zero. Balancing the votes won't do us any good. We'll just end up falsely prolonging someone's death.
Junpei,
Junpei's gone really cynical.
To vote is in 3
I was gonna say, Junpei knows to vote for Q
Come
team
on,
because
Carlos, vote for Q
we're
team.
on the same morphogenetic
you
field.
can't.
Junpei knows that I effed it up. Alright, we are going to be voting for Q team because D team has voted for C team. So that's cool that we can control who votes for who, but apparently we have to redo this every time, right? We want to access a different flow. And I feel like doing this, like splitting the vote, isn't going to get us to the golden ending, but we're going after all the endings anyway, aren't we? So we will vote for Q team. Sorry, Akane. Trust me. It's all good. Junpei and I, we're connecting with one another, even though this game came out a while ago, and I'm only just playing it now.
Your vote has been accepted.
Carlos, why?
Smart move.
You just did it. You don't know why you did it. You just did.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you.
So no one's
When
going
you
to...
next wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision.
No one's going to get injected with this memory
As
loss.
all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. Pleasant dreams.
So now it's up to Q team. They have to vote for D team. Otherwise, if they vote for C team, they're gone skis. There we go. Done. One last decision to make. Q team. These are the guys, all new. We don't know anyone here. Supposedly, we don't know who Q is just yet either. Whether it's someone we recognize or not. But we're ready to jump. Here we go. Let's meet Mira, Eric, and Q. I believe their names are. It just helps if I repeat it, because then I'll remember it better, you know. Okay. So these guys, of course, get their own new soundtrack, because they were not part of previous games. Unless there's a twist, and someone else's consciousness is controlling them. We've got Quantum Computer Dome. Okay. Pod Room. Biolab.
This is weird.
Why
There should
does-
be another room around here somewhere.
Why does Zero need us to die, or need some
Let
of us
me
to die?
see it. Hey!
Shut up!
He's got the right to see it too.
Mira,
Those emerald eyes.
Thank you.
It's like a snake. That means I can't trust her. Okay, so we've got the map.
It's pretty pointless to hang out here kicking our heels.
Everywhere's got a
Let's go back to the lounge.
Okay. Bit darker in here, isn't it? There's the
what is
box.
this?
Let's inhibit the
Let's
virus.
inhibit the virus. Maybe someone's gonna remove or control some kind of virus.
I wish I had Phi's deduction
Virus?
skills to
What virus?
figure out these anagrams. 45 minutes.
About the vote? What
or
will
an
we
hour,
do?
sorry.
Don't ask me.
But if we don't do it, doesn't that mean we'll die?
Yeah. Even if C team voted for D team, and D team did the reverse, If we refuse, then we get 2 votes against us automatically.
And Q team would be killed.
I suppose that's true if this game is for real.
So you're saying it's a joke?
Don't you think that would make a whole lot more sense? The DCOM staff will probably pop through that door over there yelling surprise.
Oh, I get it. You're right.
Eric,
Then
so
him
naive.
being here makes sense now. I bet that means you're part of the whole surprise.
Yeah. It's just a
No.
little fiesta.
Come on,
New Year's.
take off that helmet.
No, it'll ruin the
I
surprise.
Huh?
I said I can't take it off.
Damn, Brat. Stop bullshitting me.
Oh gosh.
Stop! Stop! You'll break my neck!
Jeez. Leave Q alone.
What's really on there?
I feel
Wait.
bad for Q.
I see something on the side of this thing.
There we go.
What the hell?
Code.
Isn't it a password input?
Does that mean the helmet comes off with the right numbers?
Or maybe his head'll explode.
Oh, great.
Hey!
Jeez.
Really? Who are you?
Oh, we've got a little memory.
I don't know. I don't remember. I woke up and I was here.
Are you saying you have amnesia?
Maybe.
Interesting. Q. So I'm guessing maybe one of us is working with Zero again? Maybe it's Akane. She's got a good track record.
Could I ask you something?
Fool me
What?
once, you know? Shame on me. Oh, or sorry, shame on you. Fool me twice and you can't get fooled again, okay? Anyway, who is Zero?
I was wondering, who is Zero?
Oh, come on! Stop playing. You know everything, don't you?
I told you, I don't...
So you're gonna stick with the idea that this isn't some big surprise?
I don't know.
why make it so blatant?
I don't remember
Putting a big helmet on your
anything.
head.
If this isn't a joke, then things are really serious.
I suppose that's the thing,
You're
right?
saying one of the teams is actually going to be executed?
Because these guys have been like doing tests and simulations and whatnot. They probably think this is
But
just
why
another
would someone
test.
do that?
A non-deadly
Zero
one.
said, it's a game.
So then he's a psychopath. This Zero guy's probably off somewhere enjoying seeing us freak out.
He could be that serial killer in the news.
Oh, a serial killer.
That's that heart ripper, yeah?
Yeah.
Rumor is they killed 18 people, all in the past few years.
March 15th, 2026. The body of a young female was found in a park in Roseville.
Right.
The victim's name was Virginia Bailey, age 28.
Is this the split
The
part?
chest was ripped open and the heart entirely removed. It happened again on May 22nd, 2026. The body of a male was found in a trash can near a residence in Sacramento.
Seem to know a
The
lot.
victim's name was Jeffrey Foray, age 37. His body was just like Virginia's, with the heart completely gouged out. 2 months later, on July 29th,
Hey, wait a
Gosh.
minute. Don't you have amnesia or something?
Yeah, for their own
Why do you
self.
know all this?
I don't know.
There's a difference between...
I don't know why,
Actually, no. never
but I
mind.
knew.
You
That is
gotta be
interesting.
kidding me.
So this memory loss drug, maybe it can sort of control what you remember and what you don't somehow, maybe? I'm not sure. You know, anything goes. There's probably some sciencey explanation. Where are we? Who was here before?
I was wondering, where are
and
we?
who was brought here?
Weren't you listening to Zero earlier? We're 50 meters underground in a bomb shelter.
I know that, but where exactly?
I doubt we're very far from DCOM.
Yeah, are we still in Nevada? Or were we
decom.
transported somewhere else?
Dwelling for the cohabitation of Mars.
Ah, there we go.
So,
Decom.
it's an experiment to see if we could survive on Mars?
And the trip there.
Uh-huh. We all lived together in that compound for 5 days.
C-Team and D-Team were there too.
Oh, and there was a dog. It was incredibly old. I think his name was Gab.
Gab. I wonder
But
if that
not
stands
you.
for something.
You weren't there. It's very suspicious.
Oh, what were they testing for?
Psychological data mostly. It was a closed environment for a group of people for an extended period of time. So how would that mess with the subjects mentally? That was what they were trying to investigate.
Oh, what made you sign up?
Tough question. It seemed like it'd be kind of fun, I guess.
Eric?
I joined because Mira wanted to.
That's it?
Well, maybe not entirely.
Interesting. Okay, so random thought that just popped into my head. Zero obviously knows some shit's about to go down. Well, it's going to end because of the viral outbreak. Zero also knows about Zero and the game, right? I don't know if Climb exists in this scenario because, like I said, we had that non-canon ending. But what if Zero is Kyle Climb? Or what if Kyle Climb is in the Sigma in this game and old Sigma is Zero in here? Possibly. Not sure. That's just, instant thought, but I feel like, that's too easy. That's too simple. And we know Zero Time Dilemma and Zero Escape series, it's never that easy. What is your relationship? It's probably going to be something I don't really know.
Mira, Eric, what's going on between you
So
two?
they obviously know each other
Going on.
before decom.
Well...
Are you in love?
Idiot! No, we're not!
We're not?
Well, we're not, but...
But,
Wait, what?
oh, whoa, caught him off guard. Those eyes. Oh, well, that's that. They're in love, but not. Not in love, but are in love.
You know, I've been trying to figure something out for a while. What is this thing?
Maybe it's a gift from Zero.
So what, you think there's assorted teas inside?
Herbs?
Gifts don't have to be a good thing, do they? Hey,
That's true.
what the hell? Stop! What if it's some kind of bomb?
It's very
bomb?
reckless.
I don't think it is.
Something about that animation was
Oh,
just
something's on the
quite
back.
amusing.
I think this is upside down. So this would be the front.
Oop. There you go.
Force quit box?
You mean the top?
Guess it stopped something.
Look, there's also a keyboard.
Looks like you're supposed to input a code of some kind.
And if we get it right?
Then something will be forced to end?
But what?
Our
Maybe.
lives? The experiment?
Your life.
Yeah. Your relationship with Mira?
What does that sound?
The doggy.
It came from that way.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Gab? How did you...
You came through the vent. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
And
Why
no one
don't
can
you
fit.
go in?
I can't.
Just do it, will ya?
If anyone has a chance of going through the vent, it's Q. But no.
See?
The helmet's too big.
Didn't have this stupid thing on your head.
Hey,
They
check
need to
this out.
disconnect it somehow, and then they can regroup the teams.
There's something inside the case.
Or, Q.
Is that a coaster? Oh, there's something on it. Hello, Carlos here. C team is voting for D team.
That's funny.
So D team should vote for Q team, and
Because
Q team
when
for
we vote
C
for C team, when we vote for D team, sorry.
What does this mean?
No one will
Don't
have
you
voted
get it?
according to this coaster.
They're saying to spread the votes.
And everyone will be like, what the
Huh?
are you guys
Spread?
up
I get it. If each team ends up with 1 vote each.
The whole thing is a tie, and no team will be executed.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay.
Do you ever
now
think
we
for
have a
yourself,
plan.
Eric?
Let's do it.
But wait.
Why should we wait?
to? You
Well,
literally stopped.
What if this message hasn't been delivered to D team yet?
You're right. The position of this vent does imply it only connects towards C. I doubt Gab's made his way toward D yet.
We need to figure out how to notify D team.
Luckily,
then.
there's a vent that connects them.
Hold on a sec. I'll get a pen and cheese. There was some at the bar, right?
A pen.
And cheese?
Yep. We're not gonna make the hot dog. Q team, got it.
That should do it.
Alright, Gab, good luck.
What exactly are you doing?
Doing the opposite of what we said we were going to do. Alright.
Oh, I get it. If Ward C and Ward Q have connected vents,
Then Q and D are probably connected as
And
well.
D and C must be connected
Yep.
as well.
We just need to take the cheese and...
There he goes. Our little robot dog.
it's all on you, Gab.
Think it'll work?
I'm sure it will.
It's going to work splendidly. It's going to go all according to plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
5 minutes until the deadline.
Oh, so it was 45 minutes.
I wonder if
Sorry.
Gab made it to Ward D or not.
Even if he did, who knows if Diana will vote the way it says in the note.
What? You think she'll betray us?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. I don't even want to consider the alternative.
Which is?
That the whole letter from C-Team is a trap.
Trap.
They could have written it, but maybe Carlos is planning to vote for Q-Team instead.
I mean, like...
Hey, wait a minute
It's
now.
impossible. It's
That's
easy to
not good.
overthink it just so quickly,
all.
right? I mean, in
Who
this
said
case,
it?
she is right.
If I'm right, then we need Diana to do the opposite of what it
I
says.
feel like the note just complicates things even more.
But
We might be better off just getting lucky and we
The
all
deadline
voting
to
one
vote
each.
is in 3
But
minutes.
in this case,
The vote has
we
to
have
be
to vote
decided by the
strategically.
leader, but
what should we do?
We don't have time for a committee.
then we'll just have to use force.
Hey, wait!
Alright, come on, Q. I wonder what's the significance. Is it just because of our first names? The first initial of our first names? Time to decide. We will vote for D-Team. We're not looking to execute C-Team just yet. Let's just see what happens if everyone stays alive. You know? Split it down the middle, or, well, not really the middle, into thirds.
Your vote has been accepted.
I wonder if Zero is going to be impressed or miffed.
The plot thickens.
Why would you? If Carlos voted for D-Team like he said he would in the note?
Then
Maybe
they're
that
dead.
was the result he was going for. He wanted to kill the 3 and D team.
No.
So some people are panicking, some people are
You said
pleased
it earlier.
with
right,
following
Mira?
the note and going against
The
the
note Gab brought? It could have been a trap from C-Team.
I know D-Team, I think,
But
panicked
that doesn't mean
when I went
voting for
against the
D team
team.
can be justified.
When I went against the plan.
If it really was a trap, there still isn't a solid reason to go against what it says in the note. Because regardless,
We
as
can't
long
control
as
who votes
Diana
for
doesn't
us.
flip on us, we may be screwed anyway.
Mira?
There's no way we can justify it by saying we voted this way in self-defense.
Yeah. Thankfully, it should be a decent outcome.
90
Unless
minutes have
Zero
passed.
screws us,
Your time
which is
limit
always
has
a
ended.
possibility.
Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate.
And
One final
with C
thing.
Team, Junpei was
You've
all
gone
good
through with the
with
vote
going against the
exactly
note.
as I commanded.
And here, Mira
You deserve a
had the
reward for
thought to go
obeying.
against the note as well.
The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you. When you next wake, those who survived will be able to
So this is
regret
obviously a
the decision.
pre-recording.
As all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered.
And of course Zero would have anticipated that there could be a 3-way tie. So we're going in. 9 people still alive. Everyone remembering what happened. Okay. Are we ready to advance the story? Who do we select? Do we go back to D-Team? Let's go back to D-Team. Wow. We've got a whole bunch of things. I'm guessing these are the rooms that they explore? Rooms that they explore? Hoo-wee. There's the chainsaw one we saw in that intro cutscene. I don't even know where to begin. We're going to explore all of them, right? Maybe we start with the gun one. That's the one that catches my eye. Got oh, okay, I like it. Got more flows that are more complicated than just this. So this must be us voting again. This must be us failing and dying, possibly. Jump to here. Let's get started. Unfortunately, Carlos is not in our team, so... Yeah, see, and we got a Virtue's Last Reward soundtrack.
This room is...
The trash disposal room. Isn't that what it's called on the map?
So we just go straight here? Okay. Alright. 6 o'clock.
Wait, where's Vi?
I don't know.
This is gonna be so
You
disjointed,
don't
isn't
know?
When I woke up, she was already gone. Maybe she managed to get out of this room.
Do you think we can?
it? Also, we were dragged in here?
It opened!
We woke up in here.
Sigma,
Okay.
it opened!
And?
Well, I didn't really expect it to, so...
Vi. I mean, now that I think about it, he
What the
called
hell are you doing in
Junpei
there?
Temuji, so
Cutting my
this is
next
probably
album.
going
What do
to
you
be
think I'm doing?
this is probably going to be
I'm
old Sigma
locked
here
in here.
You're locked in?
in the trash
Why?
disposal room.
How should I know? This is where I was when I woke up.
Luckily, Akane's not here.
Stuck inside this incinerator.
She might have had terrible flashbacks. That's why the chapter's called Fire. Okay.
Hang on, we'll get you out now.
Oh dear.
Damn it! It's locked.
Is there a keyhole?
I don't see one. Probably an
Magnetic
electronic lock.
Yeah, electronic.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, I can't imagine having a good one.
Incinerator startup will now commence.
Thank you, kind
Incineration
voice.
in 30 minutes.
It's gonna be okay, Fi. Stay calm.
Oh,
You're the one flailing and freaking out here.
Anyway, we have to do something. Either stop the incinerator startup, or unlock the door.
this is
Okay.
We found a
Let's see if I
body
can
in
do anything
Crew
on
Quarters
this
2
side.
soundtrack.
Counting on you.
That should be my line. Hey, I'd like to avoid the worst sunburn of my life in here.
Sure
Let's
thing.
hurry.
Right.
And it was missing the dun 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 as we run towards the crew quarters. Seek a way out. Oh boy, it's been a while. Seek a way out. Well, I've got my whiteboard back. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh wow. Okay, this is cool. Excellent. All right. Well, let's get started then, shall we?